What are 5 things that I hate about this bike? Stay tuned to find out. Alright, now that may have been a little dramatic because I absolutely love this bike. There's a couple things that bother me, maybe a little bit. I don't really want to say that I hate, but definitely some things that if I could change, I would change. The first thing is, for me, these wheels. I have white wheels on this bike. They look good. They look really good when they're clean. Keeping them clean is a total pain in the ass. I love the look with the white wheels and the white Honda wings and everything. I mean, it's a sweet looking bike, that's for sure. But it definitely comes at a price, you know, having to keep them clean. I pretty much wash this bike every 3 rides, depending on how long I go and how far I go and how hard I'm riding. That's definitely a little bit annoying, is having the white wheels. I kind of like the look of black wheels a little more. And I know that's something that I could change, but I got to take the wheels off, get the tires off, then get it powder coated, then get them remounted. Like, it's a lot of work that I'm just, to me, it's not a huge deal, but it's just something that I'd like to change, you know, eventually. I just got the bike for a steal, so I didn't care what color the wheels were. It was a Honda. I love Honda, so it worked out in the end, but that's one thing I would change. The next thing is, and this kind of bothers me sometimes, but it doesn't happen all the time, so maybe actually you guys can help me out with it. If I'm in 3rd, 4th, maybe even 5th gear, and I'm coming to a stop, if I don't downshift as I'm coming to that stop and pretty much be in obviously the proper gear, it won't let me get into 1st gear. Like, if I'm in 4th gear and I'm not paying attention or whatever, and I come to a complete stop, I'll be clicking on that gear shifter and it sometimes won't get me into 1st. Sometimes I got to get moving into 2nd, or I got to start pushing it and get going in 2nd, because it will not go down to 1st. And I don't know if that's user error, maybe it is my fault, but I've noticed that a couple times on this bike. At this point, I've kind of gotten used to always downshifting. I kind of did that anyway, but sometimes I would forget. Now, I never forget. I always downshift on my way to a stop, because I don't want to be stuck in 4th gear and then have to, you know, get moving out of 4th. Like, I don't want to do that. So that's another thing that kind of bothers me. And again, I could totally be my fault, or maybe it's something with the bike, or maybe it's something with every bike, and I just don't know. But that's another thing that kind of bothers me a little bit. The third thing, which this is honestly completely my fault and really on me, is these mirrors. I said before that I did actually drop my bike, so I needed to replace the mirrors. But I'm really starting to regret going with these little ones. I mean, they look sweet, not gonna lie. They look a lot better than the other ones, so I guess I'm not that upset about it. But the OEM ones, there's just so much more visibility. You can see what's going on, and I like paying attention to what's going on in my rear view. Some people don't even rock mirrors. Honestly, to me, I could never do that. I need to be able to see what's going on behind me. Even if it's like a little bit, I can still see what's going on at this point. With these mirrors, I'm kind of used to it. But that's one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of. Now, number 4 is not really my fault. The guy that I bought this bike off of, I'm not sure, I guess, if he did it or maybe if the previous owner had done this, but there's a license plate bracket that kind of is jank, I'll be honest. It's not put on that well. There is no light for it, so riding at night is kind of sketchy, not having that light on the license plate. Not that I really ride at night anyway, but whoever installed it ended up cracking like the piece of plastic that's like kind of under that rear subframe, and I just wish that it was done right. I mean, I have a little zip tie on it so it holds it in place. It's really close to the exhaust, but it's not touching it, so it's not like it gets too hot or anything like that, you know. But it just wasn't done right, and I'm a little picky about some stuff, so it's something that I wanted to fix for a long time. I just haven't had the time to. I also am not sure how long I'm going to have this bike. If I'm going to turn it into a track bike, I don't even need a license plate. You know, I don't see the need to get it done like right away. But that's another thing that kind of bothers me. And the final thing that kind of bothers me about this bike, and I guess this could kind of be something that happens with a lot of CBRs, is from a lot of the research that I've done, and one of the mechanics that I used to take my bike to, he had Hondas for forever, for a lot longer than I've even had. He said just don't touch the kill switch. Do not mess with the kill switch. Just turn your key. Do not touch the kill switch. Am I that bothered by it? No. At this point, it's habit. I'm used to it. But the kill switches on these could be faulty, and that's something that I am not good at all. I do not like working on electronics. I'll change oil. I'll do the brakes. You know, I'll do basic maintenance on these bikes. But anytime I start messing with the electronics, that's where it kind of crosses a line for me. I don't know what's going on, and I got to take it somewhere to get done. So that's just something, just from the research that I've done with these CBRs in general, could pose a problem for some people. There we go, see, barely got into first gear. What was I talking about? If you have a CBR, it's something you might want to be mindful of, and just use the key to shut the ignition. And again, maybe that's something that's my fault. I don't know. I've never had an issue with it, but it's also never been on the kill part of the switch. Now, all that being said, those are all really minor things. They're not that important. They're not that big. I absolutely love this bike, and I think that anyone would enjoy ownership. I would recommend it to anyone. I mean, you know, maybe not as a first bike. I've said that before, and I'll say that again. But it's got the perfect amount of power. It's got plenty of power. It's relatively comfortable, I guess, as compared to maybe my buddy's R6, and I've heard R1s are also pretty uncomfortable, but it's relatively comfortable. And I made a video talking about, you know, some of the things I liked about it. Go check it out. But I mean, like I just said, the power to me is perfect. Comfort is there for a sport bike. Obviously, there's only so much you can do. It's got a fuel gauge, which not many people talk that much about, but I love having a fuel gauge. I can actually see how much gas I have. I don't have to pop this open and look in there and with a flashlight. It's got a fuel gauge, and they look really nice. They're easy to maintain, they're affordable to maintain, and they run forever. There's guys out there that have 30, 50, 100,000 miles on their CBRs, and I'm hoping to be that guy eventually. So if you're looking to get one, I highly recommend it. The things that I hate about it are really not that big of deals, and half of them are things that can be fixed. If you like this video, please shoot me a like and comment. Let me know down in the comment section below if you ride a Honda, if you got a CBR, and if you're thinking about getting one. And if you could subscribe, it really helps me out as well. As always, take it easy out there.